As Donatella mentioned, I'll be speaking during this section about the importance of marketplaces catalog integrity, which in my opinion is the foundation of your business as a marketplace. So you might wonder what I mean by catalog integrity. Well, catalog integrity is being able to trust your catalog data to support two fundamental processes for your business. The first is to improve seller onboarding processes by automating the listing process. This will release the reliance of your sellers to input accurate and robust information, creating a frictionless onboarding process, what I like to call the gold standard. Then the second pillar I'll touch on is the importance of having the backend data to consolidate duplicate listings of the same product for a better shopper experience. So let's start from the beginning with the first pillar. Disparate data and insufficient product content input by thousands of sellers leads to incomplete, miscategorized, and duplicate product data entries. Let me ask you, what is more attractive to a power seller? A time-consuming and manual process that can fall to lazy inputs, or an easy, automated, and seamless product onboarding experience with recommended inputs that takes the responsibility out of the seller's hands? Well, I'll answer it for you. It's the latter. Our team has heard from one of the top marketplaces in the world that on average, over 25% of sellers' submissions are declined due to insufficient inputs because they require too much from sellers. So this will create inconsistencies from the start. Now, looking at an illustrative example, actually, let's go 2 slides up. Yeah, and then we're going to go back one. Perfect. So this is the slide I'd like to share. I love sharing this slide. We use this all the time with our clients. So you will see the first step of the onboarding process input where a seller starts typing in the name of a product, in which your marketplace immediately starts suggesting products to enable the merchant to auto-populate the product. Now, why is this important? As a marketplace, it is your responsibility to make this process as easy and simple to make your merchants want to work with you. This right here is a huge value out of why sellers would want to list on your marketplace. So most marketplaces that we speak to are requiring a ton of attributes as part of their product submissions, and many sellers don't have this information, and this will only lead them to abandon the process. So let's make it easy for them. So let's go back one. Yeah, perfect. Great. So now how will this impact your marketplace shoppers? Now, Donatella mentioned in the beginning, we kind of look at your business having 2 very important clients, your shoppers and your sellers. So we just talked about the sellers portion. Now we're going to dive into why is this going to affect your shoppers? So the answer to my question is, the answer is trust, and trust is one of the most important components for drawing shoppers to your marketplace. You will lag behind if you're not thinking about enhancing your backend data with the most accurate and robust product details. And this starts with the first pillar, like I mentioned, with having really strong recommendations for your sellers. So this can impact your shopper's experience if you see a product listing with disparate details on the product. The click-out rate of the external research will limit the chances of your marketplace winning the sale versus your competitors. The gold standard is, my term that I like to use is being the product expert for your shoppers. Yes, and just one, yep, perfect. Yep, one more back. Awesome, thank you. An example of another large challenge, just illustrated here for you, is duplicate listings of the same products. Here you will see 3 of the same products with different photos, titles, prices scattered throughout the DSLR camera category page on Facebook Marketplace. This could be totally confusing and off-putting to some shoppers. I know it would be to me. Number one, I would be very confused on what is actually accurate, what's not fraudulent, if it's the same product that I'm looking for. So if you have a robust catalog like Facebook Marketplace does here, consolidating duplicate items into one listing can improve shoppers' experience. And then now this is the after, right? So our team has helped many marketplaces, like I mentioned, with identifying a solution for this challenge. Here you will see an example of creating a product listing with all the sellers that are selling this particular item. All a shopper needs to do is choose which offer makes the most sense to them based on price and other things like shipping or what type of conditions it is in. So you've just limited a 3+ click process down to 1 to 2 by consolidating those listings into one. Awesome. So just to close out, that's all I have for you guys today. But I really want to make sure that I drive home with you the understanding of the importance of the two main building blocks of your marketplace's catalog that will impact your seller and shopper experience.